Napoleon Bonaparte was born on August 15, 1769. In Ajaccio, Corsica, just a year after the island was annexed by France. His family was of minor nobility, but they weren't wealthy. As a child, Napoleon was sent to mainland France to attend military school, where he excelled in mathematics and artillery. By the age of 16, he graduated and became a second lieutenant in the French army. Napoleon's early career coincided with the French Revolution, a period of chaos and opportunity. While many nobles fled France, Napoleon saw his chance to rise through the ranks. His big break came in 1793 during the Siege of Toulon, where his strategic brilliance helped France defeat British and Royalist forces. This victory earned him the rank of brigadier general at just 24 years old. By 1796, Napoleon was given command of the French army in Italy. Despite leading a poorly supplied and demoralized force, he achieved a series of stunning victories against the Austrians and their allies. His campaigns in Italy not only brought France wealth and territory, but also made Napoleon a national hero. Napoleon wasn't just a military genius, he was also a master of propaganda. He sent back glowing reports of his victories to Paris, ensuring his name was on everyone's lips. By 1799, France was in political turmoil again, and Napoleon saw his chance to seize power. In November 1799, Napoleon orchestrated a coup d'etat, overthrowing the Directory and establishing the consulate, with himself as first consul. 5 years later, in 1804, he crowned himself Emperor of the French in a lavish ceremony at Notre Dame Cathedral. It was a bold move, symbolizing his absolute power. Napoleon didn't just want to rule France, he wanted to transform it. He introduced the Napoleonic Code, a set of laws that modernized the legal system and influenced many countries worldwide. He also centralized the government, reformed education, and stabilized the economy. But his ambitions didn't stop at France's borders. From 1803 to 1815, Napoleon waged a series of wars across Europe, known as the Napoleonic Wars. His Grande defeated coalitions of European powers, and at its peak, his empire stretched from Spain to Poland. But his relentless expansion came at a cost. Napoleon's invasion of Russia in 1812 was a turning point. Despite capturing Moscow, his army was devastated by the Russian winter and scorched earth tactics. Of the 600,000 soldiers who marched into Russia, fewer than 100,000 returned. This disaster weakened Napoleon's grip on Europe. Another significant blow came from Spain. In 1808, Napoleon placed his brother Joseph on the Spanish throne, sparking widespread resistance. The Peninsular War turned into a brutal guerrilla conflict, draining French resources. British forces under the Duke of Wellington joined the fight, pushing the French out of Spain by 1814. Napoleon's dominance of Europe had always depended on speed and decisiveness, but as resistance grew, he found himself overstretched. The coalition of Britain, Austria, Russia, and Prussia grew stronger, and in 1813, they dealt him a crushing defeat at the Battle of Leipzig. In 1814, after a series of defeats, Napoleon was forced to abdicate and was exiled to the island of Elba. But he wasn't done yet. In 1815, he escaped, returned to France, and regained power for a period known as the 100 Days. However, his final defeat came at the Battle of Waterloo in June 1815, where he was crushed by the British and Prussian armies. Napoleon was exiled again, this time to the remote island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic. There, he spent his final years writing his memoirs and reflecting on his legacy. He died on May 5, 1821, at the age of 51, likely from stomach cancer. Beyond his military and political career, Napoleon's personal life was super intriguing and complex. He married Josephine de Beauharnais, a widow and socialite who became Empress of France. Despite their deep bond, her marriage ended in divorce in 1810 because she couldn't provide him an heir. He later married Marie-Louise of Austria, with whom he had a son, Napoleon II. Napoleon also had a complicated relationship with his soldiers. They adored him, often calling him the Little Corporal. His ability to connect with his men, remember details about them, and share in their hardships made him beloved despite the extreme demands he placed on them. Napoleon's legacy is complex. He brought stability and reform to France but also plunged Europe into years of war. His Napoleonic Code influenced legal systems worldwide, and his military tactics are still studied today. Yet, his ambition and desire for conquest ultimately led to his downfall. His impact stretched beyond politics and warfare. Napoleon's reforms in education, administration, and law shaped modern France. He also promoted infrastructure projects, improving roads and public services. Even in exile, he remained an influential figure, and his legend only grew after his death. Napoleon once said, "Great ambition is the passion of a great character," and indeed, his life was a testament to the heights and pitfalls of ambition. Whether you see him as a hero or a tyrant, there's no denying that Napoleon Bonaparte left an indelible mark on history. Napoleon's impact endures well beyond his military conquests. Even after his final defeat and exile, his reforms in law, administration, and education continued to shape modern society. His introduction of the Napoleonic Code established a legal framework that has influenced judicial systems around the world. Although many condemn his ruthless ambition and the wars he waged, others credit him with modernizing France and challenging the old aristocratic order. His innovative strategies in battle and his emphasis on merit over birthright redefined leadership in both military and civil spheres. Artists, writers, and historians have long been fascinated by his complex persona, a man celebrated for his tactical brilliance, yet criticized for his insatiable drive for power. Museums and monuments across Europe testify to his enduring legacy. Scholars continue to debate whether Napoleon was primarily a visionary reformer or a self-serving conqueror. His legacy is a tapestry of brilliant achievements intertwined with catastrophic failures. In studying his life, we gain insight into the fine line between genius and hubris, and the ways in which one man's ambition can alter the course of history. Today, Napoleon's legacy continues to inspire debate, reflection, and study among dedicated scholars worldwide. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into history. Let me know in the comments what's your take on Napoleon. Is he a visionary leader or a power-hungry conqueror? Stay curious, and see you next time.